before we begin the shows, for the people to get an order and get their seats, we have a singer to sing a few songs, and Nora O'Connell is going to introduce that singer now for you.
The singer this evening we have is Maura McCarthy from Crookstown. Maura is well known in the Macra circle. Maura have represented Cork in no less than 3 finals, namely the Miss Macra, the Queen of the Land and Making Model. Now we have Maura to sing for you.
Okay, so can we have the house lights down, so please?
The lights won't go out, I suppose we better start away. I have a few very simple songs for you this evening because my job up here is really to get you seated, comfortable and into the swing of the night. So please sing along all the songs. I know you know them very well. They are very simple. It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, made of sand. In the wink of an eye my soul is turning, in your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was lasting on my mind. I've got reasons aplenty for going. This I know, this I know. The weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you. Every song in my heart dies the morning, without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Yes, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So now this next number is quite fast, very simple, and a really sing-along song, so I want you all to please join in. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Singing aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, yippee, yippee, aye, aye. Yippee, yippee, aye, aye. Yippee, yippee, aye. She'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be riding 6 white horses, riding 6 white horses. She'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye, aye. Yippee, yippee, aye, aye. Yippee, yippee, aye. She'll be wearing silk pajamas pajamas when she comes. She'll be wearing silk pajamas when she comes. She'll be wearing silk pajamas, wearing silk pajamas. She'll be wearing silk pajamas when she comes. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye, aye. Yippee, yippee, aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Right, we'll do a slightly slower one now, maybe. It's called Let There Be Love. So the words are lovely, so sing along if you know it. Let there be love for you and me, for him with whom I might disagree. Let there be beauty and fantasy for everybody, everlasting peace. In a world of happiness, I want to grow, my friend, a world of beauty. May it never end. Let there be freedom for everyone, for all the people, black or white or brown. Let's sing together for love and peace, for joy and freedom, everlasting peace. Let there be love for you and me, for him with whom I might disagree. In a world of happiness, I want to grow, my friend, a world of beauty. May it never In a world of happiness, I want to grow, my friend, a world of beauty. May it never end. Now, I'm sure you all know the last one very well indeed as well. So, in Dublin's fair city, so I want you all to join in and clap along. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls were so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, playing couples and muffins, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, playing couples and muffins, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure it was no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, and they both wheeled their barrows through the streets broad and narrow, playing couples and muffins, alive, alive, oh, on. Alive, alive, crying puppies and muffins, alive, alive. She died of a fever and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. But her ghost will her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying puppies and muffins, alive, 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 crying puppies and muffins, alive, 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 crying puppies and muffins, alive, alive. Thanks very much.
Tonight, that is the Macroom show. It's called Together. It's produced by Padraig McCarthy and they have a cast of 52. The producer have told me to tell the people that they're using some special effects which would involve smoke so that there's no need to all rush for the fire exits. So, ladies and gentlemen, your attention please for the Macroom production.
Mammy! Mammy! Where's my mammy?
Hey, Ethan, where are you, boy? Where are you? Come up here to me, a little girrier. Come up here.
I'm coming. Do you know, Ma? There's a fierce crowd here tonight. They're like a bed of roses.
They are indeed, son. With a good few weeds here and there. Come on before I pull your tonsils out. We're late for the show as 'tis, boy.
The show? But I don't want to go to no show. I want to go joyriding with my friends.
Listen, manure face. Wherever you go, I go. We go together!
We go together like dinky dinky dum. Together forever like shoo-wah, shoo-wah, yippee doo doo. Chang chang, changy change chong. That's the way it should be. Woo, yeah. You're one of a kind like do 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 ah do do. Heartache the side like boogie 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 shoogie wash wash. Chang chang, changy change chong. We'll always be like one. When we go tonight, walk on stars shining bright, offering the sky above. Forever to live, where we find romance, maybe it might be love. We'll always be
Could I just get in there for a moment? I'd like to say a few things to you about together. Are we together? It is very important that we are all together. In fact, sometimes when we are not together, things can get really mixed up. As can be seen from our next act, a mixed broadcast. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RTE1. In a moment, I hope you can join us for the Sunday sport.
Good evening, and it's lovely to have you with us here in RTE2, where we now hand you over to the Late Late Show to join them in their fashion special.
Faltero's Gulera card, and welcome to Park Quay, where the National League football final is now in full swing. Here comes Dinny Allen of Cork, ready to kick out.
Our first model of the evening, Eva Sabine, who models a two-piece suit in light chiffon. It has a fancy front opening which is
being torn apart by the Kerry team. Will they do it or won't they? That is the question everyone here in Park Quay is asking this evening. But once again, the ball bounces off
this beautiful bikini in striped linen and blue pattern. This is a lovely combination, especially with our model's lovely long hair, which is
covered with mud. Pure mud. But the crowd roars on and Kerry has the ball. Who is going to stop Pig O'Reilly from taking possession of
this French model in an elegant pink jumpsuit with matching jacket? The jacket, a shade of sea blue, falls delicately over her waist, which is
disgracefully wide. But the ball comes out again, and oh yes, there are 4, 5, no, 6 hefty players completely on top of
this crimson blouse in lightweight polyester. This Parisian model has wide experience, not only in modelling, but in
splashing in the mud and turning upside down. Little did we think Christy Ryan of Cork could kick so hard that such
elegant swimwear in a light shade of mauve. And now our next model comes gracefully onto the platform wearing
nothing, absolutely nothing will stop this victorious Kerry team from running away with this
German blonde, our second last model of the evening, who goes
over the bar and lands on
our final model, who wears
the Sam Maguire Cup.
We met as soulmates on Paris Island. We left as inmates from an asylum. And we were sharp as knives. And we were so gung-ho to lay down our lives. We had no cameras to shoot the landscape. We passed the hash pipe and played our doors tape. And it was dark, so dark at night, and we held on to each other like brother to brother. We promised our mothers we'd write, and we would all go down together. We said we'd all go down together. Yes, we would all go down together. We held the day in the palm of our hands.
must be joking. Did I just carry you up the hill?
No, stop arguing and we'll sing our song.
Have you heard about togetherness? They're trying it in the Dáil. All the hard work deputies coalition being a ball. Charlie and Desi are set to reign again, and Garrett is to stick it out and say with Spring's men. Teachers and farmers are going to stick together. Forget about the 10%, forget about the weather. So Henry and Slane, all is not quite lost. Sure, we'll have another concert and we'll send up for the boss with the west for the doof on the diddly idle day. We'll have another concert and we'll send up for the boss. Up in the north, in Daisy's throwing a party. Everyone's invited, including Peter Barry. Jerry Adams off for tea at number 10.
But Maggie won't be in. She's teaching Charlie how to swim.
Oh, this immorality has Oliver J. had depression. Everyone's complaining about the bad recession. In order to compromise, supper on the pill. And Charlie's latest angel is to be Alison. With me once, folly do, folly diddly idle day. And Charlie's latest angel is to be Alison. What we need in this country is another Live Aid. Then we will all be far better paid. For Taoiseach we'll have Bob Geldof on his diamond. And we'll let our politicians be together on Spike Island.
This is the part of the show where, in keeping with our theme of togetherness, we invite you to meet some of our friends from the land
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Macroom Men's Liberation Organisation, in conjunction with the Charles Atlas Bodybuilding Association, and by kind permission of the Rose of Tralee Festival, presents the Weed of Macroom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 1985 Weed of Macroom competition. And now, without further ado, our first contestant of the evening, the heartthrob of Clondrohid, Mr. Julio Weatherglade. Good evening, Mr. Weatherglade, and how are you?
I am very well indeed. And why wouldn't I be with a fine specimen as yourself interviewing me? You know something? You've got gorgeous eyes. In fact, your eyes are like two lumps of cream floating on a churn of sour milk.
Thank you, Mr. Weatherglade. Now, we really must get on with the competition. I believe you're an accomplished songwriter.
That's correct. I've written songs for such notable groups as the Ayatollah Kelly Band, Dick Cynics and the Nasal Sprays,
Really?
Madonna and the Shimmering Statues, and last but by no means least, Dominic and the Expeditions.
And, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Weatherglade has actually written the song which the contestants will sing for us later on tonight. We'll be looking forward to that, Mr. Weatherglade.
Well, indeed. I'll be just out the back now to make sure my orchestra has the strings in the same place they had them last night.
Very well. Our second contestant of the evening is currently on vacation. He's Mr. Harry Hotwire of Opal Road, BMW Hill, Cork City. Good evening, Mr. Hotwire. My dear man, you know we're on television. Did you really have to bring those dreadful oars with you?
These oars? Of course I had to bring these oars. How am I going to get home? It takes 15 minutes to go from Spike to Cove, you know?
Oh, I see. You're a sailor then, Mr. Hotwire.
A sailor? No, not quite a sailor. A pirate, that would be a better description.
A pirate?
That's
But
right,
where are your buccaneers?
My buccaneers? Under me bucking hat, of course.
Oh, I see. Well, Mr. Hotwire, I believe you'll be joining with the other contestants in singing for us later
That's
on.
right.
We'll be looking forward to that.
I sing it now.
No, later on, Mr. Hotwire.
But I want to sing it now.
Later on, Mr. Hotwire.
You heard what the lady said. You can sing it later on.
Listen, boy. Just get out of my galaxy.
I'm on next.
I'll see you later, boy.
I look forward to that.
Our final contestant of the evening is Mr. Harold Codmore. Good evening, Mr. Codmore.
Good evening. A happy Cork 800 to you. And isn't it a beautiful evening?
It is indeed. I believe, Mr. Codmore, you're an accomplished yachtsman.
I was, until I lost my yacht.
Oh, how did that happen?
Well, I gave a loan to that fella Hawley. Didn't he sink it down off his head? Fair enough, if he sink the country without sinking my yacht as well.
But did he drown?
Drown? You're not at all. He fell out of the life raft. There were two sharks swimming nearby.
Shark?
Yes. We both saw him, looked at each other and agreed. 2 sharks was company, and 3 was definitely a crowd. So they threw him back into the life raft.
Oh, I see. How fortunate, Mr. Codmore.
Some would say unfortunate.
Well, thank you, Mr. Codmore.
My pleasure, dear.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the contestants back on stage in something a little more comfortable, and they will sing for us. Are you ready there, gentlemen?
I must just fix up my tags.
I must just fix up my face.
Fix your face. That's a laugh. Sister Lloyd, she wants the song, boy.
Well, I can't sing my song till I fix my face.
Listen, boy. You sing the song, or I'll fix your face.
No, ladies and gentlemen, no, this is a song that I wrote myself, and it's all about the merits of the Macra and the Firma, and especially for our compere there, who's hot stuff.
She must be from women, sort of, man.
I just like 3 more in my backing group there to give us a hand.
Dopey dope, get over there, you bloody.
In the wrong time there. You're sounding good oven. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where can you learn baking to set your poor heart aching? Learn to do your own crochet. Learn some speech and drama, although you're a mama. Pass the winter nights away. In the Macra, you can get up on the stage in the Macra. Don't care about your age in the Macra. We want you, we want you, we want you as new recruit. We want you, we want you, we want you as new recruit. Where can you do baking? Learn to do some raking. Go up to the summer show. Do light entertainment, isn't it a godsend? Always you are on the go. In the Macra, you can get up on the stage in the Macra. Don't care about your age in the Macra. We want you, we want you, we want you. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Excuse me, sir. The song is over now.
Hey, wait for me, boy. Oh, hey, talk it off. Come on, boy, come on, come on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait to find out who the 1985 Weed of Macroom is, we invite you to join with us on a journey of togetherness.
Making you tomorrow, making you tomorrow. We only need to share true love and understanding. Making you tomorrow, making you tomorrow, and try to make it happen today. Suddenly the sky is clear now, sun shining through, gold against the blue. Suddenly the road is straighter now. Let's follow it and find new hope and peace of mind. Leave yesterday behind and wine. Give it a try so we can make a new tomorrow. Making you tomorrow. We only need to share true love and understanding. Making you tomorrow, making you tomorrow, and try to make it happen today. And try to make it happen today.
It's the brightest star I've ever seen. Must be a sign.
Gentlemen, we must pack immediately. It is a sign. It will take us where the new king is born.
Shimmer and shine, it's heavenly sign. We gotta follow the star. Come on up, come on up. Shimmer and go where it's leading us home. We gotta follow the star, follow the star. Over the mountains and over the sea. No matter how far, we follow the star. We gotta be where it wants us to be. So no heading back now, we're on the right track now. Let's see where it's
I'll go through this evening. Joe Hearn from Ovens.
Sorry. Wasn't they very good? Wasn't Macroom very good? But you hadn't seen the half of it yet. Wait till you see the Ovens boys and girls. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope to entertain you here for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all I've got, and I hope you'll enjoy it. My first song, an old song of Dickie Rock's. My love, I need your touch, I need your love so very much. Since you went away, I cried for you each night and day. The day you went away, I said I didn't mind. Now I know that you have left a broken heart behind. Please come back to stay and promise me you'll never stray. I promise that I'll be true and that I'll never make you blue, for no one else can take your place. Your smile, your lips, your lovely face. Please, darling, oh please, come back to me to stay. Please come back to stay and promise me you'll never stray. I promise that I'll be true and that I'll never make you blue, for no one else can take your place. Your smile, your lips, your lovely face. Please, darling, oh please, come back to me to stay. My next song, ladies and gentlemen, is an old song of Joe Curry's, would you believe? Joe Curry's song. My name is Joe Hearn, by the way. I close my eyes, push back the curtain to make sure for certain what I thought I knew far, far away. Someone was weeping whilst the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east the dawn was breaking whilst the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crack of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat went out of sight. The colors faded into darkness. Joe was left alone. May I return to the beginning, while the light is dimming and the dream is true. The world and I are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. I wore my coat, I did, you know, with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east,
the dawn was breaking, whilst the world was waking, any dream will do. Thank you, ladies, and thank you very much. My last song, ladies and gentlemen, is a Joseph Locke song. Very appropriate for the last stage. And now the end is near, and so I face that final curtain. My friends, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case, for which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every byway, and more, much more than that, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than that, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew, and through it all, when they were doubts, I ate it up and spat it out. I faced them all, and iced it all, and did it my way. I've lived, I've laughed, I've cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not Joe, I did it my way. What is a man, for what is God, if not himself, then he is not, to say the things he really means, and not the words of one who kneels. The record showed I took the blow and did it my way.
For that performance. Okay, the next production, that is the Ovens production. It's entitled Carnival Antics. It's produced by Barry O'Reilly, choreography Claire Breen, and musical director Tom Rooney, and a cast of 42. So your attention please for the Ovens production.
Play it again, Sam. To hell with it. They're ready now.
you doing staggering around this town drunk?
Oh, I'm not drunk out. I'm jobless as such.
Oh, I'm not drunk out. Come, I can smell beer off you then. Where have you been?
I was down the bar, Gar. I was playing cards.
What have you got in that bag there?
I've got a pig in the bag.
I don't believe you. Let me see him.
Oh, believe me, Gar. I have a pig in the bag. Can't see him.
I want to see that pig. You come here stealing something.
Oh, you wake him up.
Will you show me that bag? It is a pig.
Oh, it was a pig? He's only wake him up.
What are you going to do with that pig, no?
I'm going home.
I know you're going home, but what are you going to do with the pig?
I'm going to take the pig back with me.
And if I don't mind me asking, what are you going to do about the smell?
Well, Gar, if the pig can stick it, so can I.
I'll go. How about a song, girls?
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in this world with me, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they are still parted, there is still a chance that they might see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Yeah, hello, Cass.
Hello, boy, how are ya?
Don't tell me you're going to have yourself more children.
I did.
My God, you went and had them in bulk this time, didn't you? How many had you?
I had 4 this time.
4, my. They're beautiful, they're plentiful, but they're beautiful.
Sure, I'm not the same after them all. I'm worn out.
Sure, you can be half yourself after all that. Now tell me, how's your woman of your immense resources think up names for all those children?
Well, this is Eenie, Meenie, Miney, and this is Finbar.
Huh?
Eenie, Meenie, Miney, and Finbar.
I don't believe you call them Eenie, Meenie, Miney, and Finbar.
That's right.
You should go the whole way and call them Eenie, Meenie, Miney, and Mo. Why don't you call him Mo?
Well, I'll tell you, there ain't going to be no more.
Come here,
Carol, who's your man? I don't know, boy.
Come here, boy. Who are you?
Hi, sir. I'm with the Jumping Jack All-Stars, and I'm here to see the carnival. Where is the carnival?
It's all around you. Come here, boy. Have you anything better to do than be standing there looking into that hole?
A hole? A hole, boy. Listen to me, you idiot. You know what I'm doing. I'm surveying history. That's what I'm doing.
History in a hole in the street. Well, that's a good one, all right now, huh?
History, I said, and history I means. But you're too ignorant to recognize it.
Ignorant am I, you said?
Yeah, that there in that hole, as you called it, is history. Part of our national heritage. That in there is part of the ancient walls of Cork.
Where?
There, right in front here. Don't you ever read the paper?
The Examiner, is it?
What else? So the mothers and papers at all.
And what's the Examiner got to do with all this?
Don't you ever read your man that be always writing about Cork in days gone by? I wouldn't miss him. He knows his facts, I'm telling you.
Ah, yeah.
Well, he has millions of historical stories at his fingertips. And when they were knocking down this old wall of a building, what do you think they found?
The old walls of Cork, I suppose.
Correct, old son, correct.
Go on, so tell us about it, go on.
How old is Cork as a city now, would you say? Go on, oh, yes.
Well, it goes back to the Battle of Kinsale when Robert Emmet and Wolfe Tone and Thomas Davis and all them earls were fleeing for their lives in coffin ships bound for America.
The Battle of Kinsale. Should that's modern history by comparison. When St. Patrick first lit his paschal flame up on the hill of Hosh, one of them converted druids told him about a fair city down by the Lee. Well, that's St. Patrick who'd been got at by them Dublin Gurriers. Cox is your man. Larry, it was Larry, he was back there from Macroom. Got St. Patrick, that's a queer name, surely. You're not at all, said Larry. You see, it's kind of boggy down there, and any time the houses start sinking, they cut down some of the Cork oak trees that thrive down there on account of the soft warm temperature, and they prop them up again.
Well, did you ever? I suppose that'd be on account of the Gulf Stream coming in from Bantry.
It's a fact. Well, you heard of bog oak. Well, this city is built with Cork oak.
Well, you learn something new every day, huh?
But that was only the start of it, anyway. Up with Patrick and off for Cork. But by bed, look, went his horse, a Connemara pony, and it went the wrong way. They got lashed, in a magic mist of over on that lawn, and where do you think it ended up?
I know, go on, tell us.
Killarney.
Killarney.
It's a fact. Well, anyway, Patrick was a great man for the preaching and converting. And before long, he had to carry me 80 out of his hand, screaming for baptism. Oh, says Patrick, I'll need water for that. Yes, says they, we're surrounded with that. Oh, says Patrick, I'll have to pour it over ye. No need, says they. And over 400 of them started singing and dancing, and they leapt into one of the lakes below. None of them could swim, they all drowned. The first and last Kerry Christians. And ever after, their song and dancing was known as the Kerry dances.
Well, there's a story now, I make no mistake about it.
Patrick had off for Cork up to Gran. He met St. Finbar, who was living above beside the lake at the time. So, the next day anyway, they light a bonfire and they praised down into the town and thrived. Don't where else? Patrick Street.
Named specially after your man, I suppose.
That's right. Through Penna, round Bidon Square.
And did I stop at that then?
Don't you believe it, boy? They marched up and down this big wide street, which was called ever after?
The Grand Parade.
The Grand Parade. They took all before them. Shouldn't they sweep away a mounted statue of one of the old English kings that was down there by Tuckey Street, exposing a spring that gushed up so high, they had to put a fountain in it. If only St. Patrick was cute enough, he could have cashed in that gusher long before the Lourdes crowd got in the act. Cute enough though. He held his final rally above opposite the Fianna Fáil rooms.
Just by the monument there, like, is it? And come here, can you tell me, who's your one up on top of the monument?
You're a Corkonian, you don't know that. That is every self-respecting Corkonian knows is it's Jack Lynch's mother. Can't be good for.
Them and their shagging hole. Oh, I love a lassie, a bunny, bunny lassie. She's the fairest girl for me. She has muscles all over, and she carries twice the power of half a dozen JCBs. Oh, I love a lassie, a bunny, bunny lassie, and I know that I'll marry her someday. And I'll take her up to Burren, and I'll show her my house burren. Mary, my Highland Queen. Oh, I love a lassie, a bunny, bunny lassie. She's a queen of the heather for me. And she looks like her mother, the famous Loch Ness monster. Mary, my Highland Queen. In the village of Bengal, all the sailors had a ball. Down the night they used to call down to Mary's cottage. By the door they formed a queue, one by one they'd all go through. And Mary showed them all she knew, a friendly girl was Mary.
Before the parade passes by, I've got to go and taste Saturday's highlight. Before the parade passes by, I've got to get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life with the rest of them. With the best of them, I can hold my head up high. I've got a goal again, I've got to drive again. I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again before the parade passes by. Look at the crowd over there, listen in tears as brass harmony growing. Look at the crowd over there. Hard to me if my old spirit is showing. Look at the lights over there. Seems to be telling me where I'm going with the
songs.
No microphone for you now. Huh?